Hello everyone, I am Ankit and you're watching StudyIQ IAS English channel. Now in our today's video, we'll talk about a very important species that has been frequently in news, that are the olive ridley turtles. But what are the habits or habitats of olive ridley turtles that make these species so unique? Let us find out in our today's discussion. Now recently, an article appeared in Indian Express which talked about these species, the olive ridley turtles, and it said that a unique conservation project in the state of Maharashtra, particularly in the coastal area of Maharashtra, has been going on to protect these turtles from their natural predators and also from prying humans. So automatically my attention went to the species of olive ridley or olive ridley turtles. So let us find out important facts about these species, and we'll divide our session into three different characteristics of these species, that is habitats, habits, as well as protection status, like we always do about a species in news. Now first let us understand these olive ridley turtles. Now India has many different species of turtles, which includes the green sea turtle, hawksbill turtle, leatherback turtle, and loggerhead turtles. But among all these species that is available in India, the smallest and the most abundant ones are the olive ridley turtles. Now these turtles, they live for about 50 years of age, and the weight of these species individually can be as low as 35 kilograms or can be as large as 50 kilograms. Now the size of these species are about this much, about 2 to 2.5 feet, right? Now about their dietary preferences, these species are omnivorous in nature. Omnivorous means that these species can actually eat plants and they can actually eat small sea animals, right? So these are the two different characteristics about the olive ridley turtle that you need to remember. That is, they are the smallest and most abundant of all sea turtles found in the world, and in terms of their dietary preferences, they are omnivorous. That means they eat plants and they eat animals. And the most important part, or that habit that makes them unique, is their unique mass nesting ability, which is popularly called as aribada. So you'll see this image and you'll straight away know that these species are coming to seashore, and the purpose that they are coming to seashore is to lay their eggs. And this process of them coming to seashore to lay their eggs is known as aribada, which is a mass nesting. So you won't find one or two turtles, rather hundreds and lakhs of turtles coming to sea coast to lay their eggs, and that is why these turtles or this habit becomes important. So let us understand how this nesting process of olive ridley turtle work. Now they are sea creatures obviously, and they usually come to shore only for one purpose, that is to nest and eventually to lay the eggs, right? Now the female olive ridley turtles, they lay eggs about 2 times or 3 times in a nesting season, and during a nesting season the female turtle, they look for a safe spot on the seashores, which essentially are the sea beaches located in different parts of our country. Now to lay their eggs, first these species, they use their flippers, that is their hand, to burrow the sand and to dig a pit so that they can lay their eggs in that particular pit. And for the next 2 hours after they have dug the pit, the turtle lays anywhere between 80 to 150 eggs inside the nest. And after they have laid the eggs, they use again their flippers to cover the nest with sand, and then the female turtle, they wander off back in the waters, right? So this is how basically the process of aribada functions. Now let us understand another aspect of their species, that is the habitat of these species. Now basically these species are found in warm waters of waters like Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, and even Indian Ocean. And Odisha, particularly Gahirmata Marine Sanctuary, is the world's largest rookery of sea turtles. So this area of Odisha, Gahirmata Marine Sanctuary, witnesses the largest amount of aribada events, that is a large amount of sea turtles appear on the shores of Gahirmata to lay their eggs every year. Therefore, it is the largest rookery in the world. Now, in terms of area where these are applicable or available, you can safely say that they are prominently found in the eastern coast of India, more or so in the states of Odisha. So traditionally, olive ridley turtles are found in large numbers in the eastern coast, and the highest number of mass nesting happens in the state of Odisha. Whereas the solitary nesting, they happen usually in the states of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. So basically, all the eastern coast witnesses quite frequent instances of mass nesting. Now, that doesn't mean that they are not available at all in the western coast. They are available in western coast also, prominently in the state of Maharashtra, which has the highest number of olive olive ridley turtle nesting in the western coast of India. And out of 4 species of turtles known into India, olive ridley turtles are the only turtles that lay their nest in the coast of Maharashtra. So this is an important point. So if it says that another species of turtle, they also lay their eggs in coast of Maharashtra, that would be incorrect, because only olive ridley turtles lay their nest in the coast of Maharashtra. And in total, Maharashtra accounts for about 20% of all India's sea turtles, right? So that is why both eastern and western coast are important as far as nesting of these species are concerned. Now this year a very important event happened, particularly in the state of Odisha, because Odisha saw a record arrival, that is arrival of as much as 7 lakh olive ridley turtles who laid their eggs in different parts of the state, particularly in the Rushikulya Rukri, also in state of Odisha. Now there were many reasons for it, particularly 2 reasons. First is the existence of favorable weather conditions, that is the lack of rainfall in February in Odisha. It contributed to this. Why? Because less rainfall means that there will be less or even no erosion in the beach, and this provides a sufficient space for turtles near the river mouths so that they can lay their eggs in large number. Why? Because river mouths has abundant of sand available in form of alluvial deposits, right? Similarly, the slope of the beach also plays a very important role. Obviously, if the slope of beach is quite high, it would be difficult for turtles to climb those slope. So the beach gradient or beach slope plays an important role, and the slope of beach from the top to water, which was less this year, and it played an important role in the record number of mass nesting in the coast of Ganjam located in Odisha, right? So that is why this was an important development that I think you should cover. Now, the another important habit or characteristic of these species are the protection status. As for the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972, they are given the highest protection status as they are listed in Schedule 1, which means hunting, which means capturing of these species are prohibited by law, right? Similarly, in the IUCN Red List, they are categorized as vulnerable species, whereas in CITES, it prohibits their trade under usual circumstances, which means they are denominated under the Appendix 1 of CITES Convention, right? So this was the protection status. Now, before ending our today's discussion, what you need to remember are the important protection status, which I've given here, and also what are the factors that have threatened the existence of these species. Now, these species are prominently threatened by humans, particularly because humans consume these species, and also because of existence of marine pollution and waste, because these species, they often eat on plants and even animals living in the oceans. But when these animals may have eaten any kind of waste or microplastics, that threatens the health of these species. Further, fishermen, whenever they are catching fishes in the seashore, there is a possibility that in their nets also these turtles might be trapped, right? So fishing trawlers also have impacted the health and existence of these species. Now, government, obviously cognizant of these threats, have tried to take many measures to ensure the sustainability of these species. First was Operation Olivia, which was an operation conducted by Indian Coast Guard to prevent hunting of these animals, and also Government of India mandated installation of turtle excluder devices in the fishing boat, so that if God forbid they also catch some kind of turtles, this device will help turtles and they will be returned back to the oceans. Similarly, GPS tagging have also taken place for some turtle species, so that they are able to understand the moving patterns of these species across the water bodies, right? So these were the initiatives that were taken by Government of India, obviously to protect the species which is in news, that is olive ridley turtles, right? So this is all for today's discussion. Before ending the discussion, let's see if you are able to solve this question. I've curated this question exactly on UPSC pattern, and please solve the questions and do let me know the correct answer in the comment section. And the ones who answer it correctly, you will know it because I'll give your comments a thumbs up. And if you want to download the notes, these will be available on my Telegram channel. This is called as ATS Live. You can either search the words ATS Live on the top right hand corner of your app. Also, you can scan the QR code and this will take you definitely to the channel, right? Subscribe it if you still haven't and download the notes. And do not forget to tune in next video that we'll upload. I'll see you again. Please have a very good day, right?